Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm walking over to go do my first round of chill cardio. Going to the house, which is house sitting at, because they have a treadmill and we don't. And it's a nice brief walk before we start doing more walking for a while. Got to do my cardio, got to do my morning sit-ups. Today's 165. And oh shit, I should have done the weigh-in while I was still home, but I'm not gonna turn around now. Gonna do this. I'm not gonna drink a bunch of water. I got to be cognizant of that, so that the weigh-in isn't too thrown off. I'm definitely gonna be heavier today. Going to assume around 172, under 172 and a half, but maybe a little bit above 172, just because we did have 2 servings of chips and Doritos. So we got some carbs, but I'm hoping that's going to help us today, because today is legs. And honestly, the knee doesn't feel super great today, but the rest of me feels pretty good. And pretty stoked. The final push is beginning. Yesterday was a little bit of a cheat day for sure, which I either shouldn't have done or should have done, is yet to be determined by how the progress goes from here on out. But I think in a few days I'm going to do another fast. Just because. And after that, I think no more fasts. We'll see though. Let's switch hands here. It's cold. But I'm thinking that that little cheat day was enough to wake my brain back up, remotivate me, and also give me some carbs to work with the next few days, just to get some more momentum in the gym, get the energy going again, because some of the energy may have been just slowly going down subconsciously versus actually like being limited by lack of food. But so I'm gonna walk over there and then get a quick hour of cardio in and some sit-ups, and then check in with you after that, and then the weigh-in. All right, see ya. All right, 73 minutes in. We're in a good cave of bull flume, and I am actually really sweaty. So I'm gonna go home, rinse off again, and then get ready for the gym. Whoo, good way to start the day. Woo! All right, it's time to see the damage that was done from yesterday with the Doritos. This time we're gonna go. So things to note: immediately off rip, definitely bloated, which is crazy because this is what bloated is now, which is pretty nice. And definitely holding a lot of water. So I might be even heavier than I expected of like 172. I'm gonna as high as 173 and a half. That's my guess. 172 and a half. Okay, it's still higher, but it's honestly not too bad. So we'll get a double check just to make sure. Okay, yeah. Physique time. Okay, it is. Oh, that's way too high. It is freezing in here. Actually, I'm gonna put my beanie back on because it's cold. So I'm going to do this physique check kind of quick. Whoo. All right. Oh yeah, definitely holding water, but definitely like fuller than normal, which is really nice. I'll do this a little longer. There's that. We'll do this. That video from yesterday though, that shoulder day felt good. It was nice to have a little more oomph in my lift. And some energy for that cardio. I honestly feel like pretty good today. I feel like that was, while it maybe probably didn't set me back, I didn't gain any fat from that. But while didn't make any progress yesterday for sure, it's definitely what I needed, and is going to help me be kicked into gear for the rest of this cut I'm just gonna do this for fun too, because it's always just fun to have good lighting and be kind of a cheater. Plus it does get a little better view just because the fur does block visually a little bit. Here's the plan. So here's the plan for the rest of the cut. The final push starts today. We have, what day is it today? Today's the 13th. There's 31 days this month. Hopefully we have until the 31st at least to finish this out. The job thing doesn't get in the way. But if we have 30 till the 31st, then we got, is it 16 days? What's 13? 18 days. We have 18 days. We have a week and a half left. Here's the plan. Fasting wise, for sure one fast. I've been mulling it over, possibly having two, or maybe doing like a 2-day. But I think in the next couple of days, I'm going to do one fast, and then I'm going to have one more fast towards the end. I haven't for sure decided on that yet, but 50% chance. It's right in the middle. So we have at least one fast, potentially two. Calorically, I couldn't figure out how to set it on my chronometer. It's just like too funky to deal with. But I'm going to try to hit 1350 to 1400 calories maximum every day. How I'm going to tweak that, haven't quite figured out yet. Popsicles, for sure going to have to be 2, possibly only 1. I'm still having popsicles every day. I'm not giving up on popsicles because I fucking love them. A little bit ago, I was originally planning on doing like a week of just chicken and vegetables. That's like 800 calories though, and that's just not going to be enough. I won't even be able to sustain that for a week, to be honest. I'm awake now, I got energy again, but that I won't be able to do that for a week straight. It's going to be too much. It's harder than fasting. I feel like it'll be harder than fasting. So instead of doing a week at the end, I'm going to try to drop my calories now, 1350, from 1600 to my limit on a chronometer is like 1663 or something. But I'm going to try to cut 300 to 350 of that back. Just so that over the course of, let's see, that's what I said it was, 18 days. What's 18 times, say 300 for ease? 8 times 10, what? 3 times 10 is 300, what? Hold on. 300 times 10 is 3,000. And 8 times 300, I haven't done math in so long, is 24. So 5,400 calories down extra. Dang, dude, I used to be so good at math. I need to go back to school. Fuck. So 5,400 calories depleted extra should be added, taken away. So I'm already in what used to be 1,000 calorie deficit a day, which is probably less now just because I've lost some weight. Which, over the course of a couple weeks would already be up 3-4 pounds of fat, plus the additional 5,400 extra calories total depleted, which is another 1.5 pounds of fat. So I think right around there should be about 5 pounds somewhere of fat. And that's just with just the calories reduced, not the fast. So then there's going to be the fast 1 or 2 days of fasted in there. I'm going to keep doing my little hour of Skyrim cardio in the morning, my hour of Skyrim cardio at night, and my hour of intense cardio after my lift every day as well. And as long as I don't get hurt or anything like that, none of that should change. The energy levels are going to vary, probably just dip from the next couple of days on, but that's fine because it's not too much longer and I can push through for the last little bit. What else? Um, the only other day that is going to be funky is going to be the Dirty 30, where I'm definitely going to drink because you only get one of those, and I'm not going to fucking be like, I'm on a diet, I can't drink. So the plan for that, this is also why I've been somewhat considering a secondary fast day. Not to do right after that, but maybe a week later or something, is I'm gonna have to have extra calories that day because otherwise I'm gonna feel like shit. I'm either gonna do it that day or the day after caloric extra. But I can't just feel like shit. I can't be crazy hungover. Otherwise, I won't be able. It'll stop progress. So anyone has been on a diet and drank, the extra consumed calories is never the issue. It's always the lack of energy, the lack of motivation, killing your momentum. So gonna go to Costco, gonna get a bunch of liquid IV. I'm gonna be stocked up for the next couple months, and I'm gonna be staying hydrated. The extra calories are gonna be entirely carbs because that seems to help. A lot of times fatty foods helps the morning after, but in terms of preparing for the hangover, the extra carbs at night when I like eating that before you drink seems to help the day after. And on top of that, I'm going to turn off my alarm for the next day so I can sleep extra too. I'm probably going to sleep like 10 hours just to be as recovered as possible. Because that next day, we're still doing our hour of cardio in the morning, we're still doing our hour of cardio at the gym, and we're still doing our hour of cardio at night. Because we don't got any days to spare. So these last couple of weeks, 2.5 weeks, is going to be brutal. But I'm honestly right now pumped for it. I have full faith we can achieve it, and I'm ready to have abs. This isn't going to be gone. This isn't going to be gone completely, but we're not looking to be shredded. We're looking to have abs, and at that point, I'll be more than satisfied with a nice 4-pack. You know, a little bit of the little V-line thing over here, and a little bit leaner up top. Let's be honest. A little bit leaner up top is going to be cool. And then that'll pretty much be the fucking journey. So, yeah, that's the plan. The final push starts now. And let's get it going together, right? So, after doing a little bit of math, we are going to do 1,350 calories. I'll show right here what that breakdown is. And with the breakdown, it's actually under that. So, what I'm adding is if I need a appetite suppressant or just a little bit of energy or just something in my stomach, I have coffee with just a splash of chocolate milk under 50 calories for like literally a real splash, not a mom splash of chocolate milk, just to get the bitterness away. And this is what pretty much every day is going to look like until the 31st. So that's a little food update, just so you know. You know, I was really hoping that the extra carbs and extra calories from yesterday were going to translate over today. And as you can see, they did not. 225 was unfortunately just as heavy as it was last time. There was no way I was going to get that third rep. So I went down to 205. I think this is officially the working weight for the rest of the cut. To put that in perspective, before I started the cut and when I was just off of my strength program, I was getting 275 for 2. The most I ever got it for was a triple. So that's a 70-pound decline in bench. Kind of a bitch, but you know, it's all part of the process. 3 sets of bench total. I just counted the first set as a set, even though it was only 2 reps. I was just like, whatever. I did that, and then I did 4 sets of incline. But I will say, 205 felt harder than I was hoping it would do. Also, I think I got 4 in this one, yeah. So that's pretty good at least. But definitely couldn't have gotten 3 with the 225, which is unfortunate. Here's incline. Went up to 75s. The first set was pretty difficult, but after that, the next sets were not nearly as difficult for some reason. Peaked my brother's forearm veins and left there. Absolutely nutty. But actually, the first set was fine. The second set was difficult, and the third set was easier. Energy was kind of weird today. What
what else to talk about? Yeah, so 75s. I was gonna do 70s originally, but when I picked up the 70s, and I was just like, you can just kind of feel like, I can do a little bit more. So I just went off that feel, and I'm glad that I went to 75s. I honestly probably could have done 80s, and depending on how next chest day is, I may do the 80s. Surprisingly, I'm losing a little bit less strength in my upper chest than I am my lower chest, which is really crazy because my chest in general has always been my weakest point, and I just focused on it really hard on my last strength program. And but even with that, my upper chest still severely lagged behind. So it's kind of cool that it's what's holding the most strength. Something funny to notice: my left arm, your right side of the screen, is leaner than the right. You can tell by the tricep on the underneath side, which is pretty interesting. So 4 sets of that, and then we did flies. Weird angle, I know. I just really didn't feel like spending the time just setting it up good. Plus, there was just people everywhere, so this is out of the way. Definitely can tell I'm getting leaner though. The back is even starting to pop on this, which is pretty cool. Can't complain about that. Forearm veins pumping, biceps looking nice. Weight wise, I'm only doing 20s again. I think I can stick with 20s. I'm not gonna have to drop it anytime till the end of the cut. It's heavy enough where I can still get a good strain, but it's also light enough where I can do 10 to 15, depending on my energy level, of course. I might keep switching it up every once in a while with the machine flies, just when I feel like it. But these still are my favorite, and I still like these the most. So I'm probably going to mostly do these. But yeah, so I did 4 sets of this total. I did one feeler set at first with 25 pounds, but it was just too much, and I just went down to 25. 20. What did I do? Do 25 or 22 and a half. I forget how the weight on this works, but I know this is 20. But I did a feeler set of a little bit heavier, and then I was like, it's too heavy, so I'm going to do 20s. The angle is kind of weird. I'm not actually as upright as I look right there. I always lean forward a bit. And then triceps, we had a pretty just bullshit tricep day. My brother was doing these supersetting with like 2 other arm exercises. And I was just like, I'm just going to work in with him and fucking get some triceps. So we just did some single arm cable pull downs, a couple sets of 10 each. Nothing really too crazy to rave about. Not even really, can't even really tell the definition or anything. But yeah, kind of chill chest day today. Nothing too crazy. Cardio was a little tougher, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole chest day. Peep my brother in the background again. Look at that monster.
Okay, we're starting off cardio. Just finished chest and tries. Legs got nothing today for some reason. In fact, after that coffee, I took a nap, which is why I don't typically drink caffeine, because it just makes me sleepy. I'm gonna keep trying it if I, need it for a little appetite suppressant. But other than that, it seems to have kind of negatively impacted my energy. But we're still gonna try to grind as best as we can through this run. 7.5 for as long as we can. If we need to, drop it down to 6.5. Watch a couple episodes of Castlevania. But all right, let's get her going. Cool down time. 8:26, 7 miles. The last minute, I put on 10. In the last 15 seconds of that minute, I had on 11. I freaking pushed it. But we did it. We're done. Now it's time to sit in the sauna and relax. Whew. I freaking didn't hit record again. You know me. But I don't know if that stint of running on 10 and 11 for the last minute was the best idea, because my legs are absolutely cooked. The back of my ankle is a little sore. Not like I rolled it or anything, but it's like I kind of pulled it. And that sucks because A, I have another hour of cardio to do today. And B, tomorrow is legs. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes tomorrow. But yeah, now we're done. Cardio, sauna, workout, all that. We just had a nice brisk walk in this rain, which is absolutely beautiful. And we're going to go home, eat some food, and then do another cardio session with some Skyrim. And then we're going to go to bed and do it all again tomorrow. So
Okay, I'm gonna go home now. Time to kill the meal prep. How much do we get today? Let's find out. A measly 213 grams of chicken thigh. A whopping 312 grams of vegetables. And microwave for 3 minutes. 3 tortillas, and I'll explain why in a second, with no cheese, so I forgot to buy some again. I'm not gonna add more. Hot sauce, microwave, 45 seconds. Bam, 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 bam. Dinner. All right, you can see me. So here's the deal with the 3 tortillas and the whole breakdown. Didn't talk about it earlier because I didn't really go over it well, but in my head, now I have it a little figured out. So calorically, I want to be at 1,350 calories for the day. If I have 350 grams of chicken, which I'll usually be under, unless they get a good big pack of chicken, 300 grams of vegetables, my 200 calories worth of oil and seasoning that I account for, 3 tortillas, 2 popsicles, and cheese, which I also don't have here today, which I'm going to get more though because I will need it. The reason it's 3 tortillas, which is up than what I was doing for a little bit, is I want to get 1,300 calories. This means no snacking throughout the day, no extra 400 calories. And I count for this when I do that, but no extra 400 calories, no bullshit pretty much. I need a little bit more calories to hit that 1,350 mark. And I had 2 options: 3 tortillas, 3 popsicles. 3 popsicles, way more psychologically satisfying. And more what I want to do. But an extra tortilla every night will be more filling, be able to sleep better. It'll probably provide more energy realistically because it won't just get digested, processed, and wasted shortly after eating it. And it also will make dinners more satisfying to eat while I'm eating them. So I want 3 popsicles, but I should do 3 tortillas. So that's what I'm doing. It also comes out to 1316, which is kind of perfect because on days I need a little something in the middle of the day, I don't have enough calories to eat anything, but coffee is pretty much no calories. And if I add a splash of chocolate milk, it'll be under 50 calories worth, and it'll be fine. So everything in total come out to 1350, and that's a 300 calorie drop from what I've been doing for a little bit. So that's the thought process behind it. This is going to be less than 1316 because I don't have cheese, and I'm under 350 grams of chicken by quite a bit. The reason I put it 350 though is just so I have the maximum I can get, which is what I should be getting, just to keep my muscle mass and stuff. But unfortunately, the chicken packs that I get are usually never enough to fully hit that every day, but that's what we're shooting for. And if not, we're just going to be under even more a little bit every day, which just help in the long run anyways. But that's the thought process. That's the goal. That's the plan. That's how we're going to get there in the next 20-something days. 18 days, actually. 18 days. And then we're done. All right. I'm going to eat dinner, reconnect for the final round of cardio, and call it a day. All right. It is time. It is time to finish the day with some Skyrim and some cardio. The ankle is actually pretty sore now, so going to have to monitor that and be careful tomorrow, along with like the tendon on the right inner side of my knee. Not like the normal like
patellar tendon pain. It's almost like I kind of overstretched it, maybe on one of my lunges or something during the sprint. But gonna have to monitor that. But otherwise, today was a good day. I had an extra tortilla because I was at under 1,000 calories, and I'm fine being under 1350, but I think I need to keep it at least 1,000 just to make sure I can make it through all this. So had one tortilla, some hot sauce, so it put me at like 1,060 calories, 1,067 or something, I don't even know, but or 1,057, something like that. I don't know, a little over 1,000 for the day. Tomorrow though, getting cheese. I have to go shopping again. Hopefully I can find a fuller pack of chicken so I can get a little more protein in every day and all that jazz. But yeah, we're gonna do a quick hour of this, and then I'm gonna go home, go to bed early, sleep well, keep my rest good, and call it a day. But yeah, today is really the beginning of the final push. I just can't fuck up. I have one more fast, potentially two. I have one day where I'm gonna get a few extra 100 calories and carbs from a drinking day, and then that's it. So we really gotta push this last little bit, no matter what. But I think we can do it. We're almost at abs. There's a little bit more to do, but honestly, not much. I think we can get these last 4 or 5 pounds of fat off in the next little under 20 days. I think we can do it. So thanks for watching. Love yourselves, love each other, experience the world, make some memories, reach your goals, get jacked, get shredded, be strong, make money, and help people. Okay, that's pretty much it. See ya.